up? It's your boy here with another daily Bitcoin update. And man, the last 48 hours have been a wild ride. Bitcoin's been bouncing around like it's got something to prove, dipping low, but clawing back above the $90,000 mark as we speak. We're talking real resilience, none of that doom and gloom stuff. Let's dive into the top stories shaking things up in the Bitcoin world right now, keeping it all bullish because let's face it, the fundamentals are stacking up like never before. First off, Texas just made history by scooping up 5 million in Bitcoin, becoming the first state to officially hold it as a reserve asset. Yeah, and you heard it right. Government adoption is beginning to ramp up. This isn't some tiny experiment. It's a signal that more states could follow, especially with this new pro-crypto vibe in Washington. Imagine what happens when other big players jump in. That's big fuel for Bitcoin's long-term value. No wonder we're seeing whispers of a strategic Bitcoin reserve at the federal level too. Speaking of government shifts, the incoming administration has got everybody buzzing because Trump's team is pushing for clearer crypto rules, with folks like Kevin Hassett eyeing the federal chair spot. We're looking at policies that could slash rates, weaken the dollar. That's Bitcoin's sweet spot, basically designed to thrive when fiat currency begins to get shaky. And get this, the Fed's quantitative tightening is ending this month, which could flood the system with liquidity, especially as Kathy Wood from ARK Invest has actually mentioned it as the de facto easing, and she's spot on because lower rates mean low risk on appetite and Bitcoin's primed to soak it all up. Now on the economic front, unemployment has ticked up slightly to around 4.5% in the latest data, but jobs has been adding and beating expectations. So it's really a mixed bag. In Bitcoin's term, it's bullish. A softening labor market gives the Fed more room to cut rates. As we can see right now on Polymarket, the odds of a cut sitting at around 86% for December. Pair that with the money supply hints with easing policies, you've basically got a recipe for a major Bitcoin breakout. We're not talking about a crash. We're talking about opportunities, inflation cooling. This seems like the perfect narrative for Bitcoin as the ultimate hedge. ETF inflows have been the talk of the town. BlackRock's IBITs are over 2.7 billion in outflows recently, but let's actually flip the script. This isn't max exodus. It's a year-end rebalancing and profit-taking after this monster run. Total assets under management for Bitcoin ETFs is still massive at 120 billion, and with institutions rotating back in, inflows could easily surge again. And remember that ETFs are a proxy for mainstream demand, and clearly it's not going anywhere. Plus, we see Bitcoin dominance hovering at around 60%. Analysts are spotting bearish signals, but this could kick off an altcoin rotation, which means Bitcoins stay king, but altcoins very quickly catch up, which is a major win-win for the entire ecosystem. And don't sleep on news announcements like Indiana's pushing a bill to become Bitcoin's leader. Vivek's firm is urging indexes to include Bitcoin. Global banks are adding custody rails, and even the UK has just recognized crypto as property. This is really adoption exploding. We're seeing Bitcoin-backed credit markets emerge, which could unlock trillions of dollars in value. Wrapping things up, let's hit the 60-second technical analysis. Bitcoin sitting at key support at around 89,000 after this sharp dip. RSI seems a little bit oversold. MACD's flattening out. Overall, if we hold the 86K level, the next stop is the 95K resistance, but then I'm expecting a push above 100K as we're seeing volume picking up on the upside, and overall weekend pump vibes from X we're eyeing 92K by Monday. But overall, short-term volatility, yes, the trend is your friend. Higher highs are expected, and let's ride out this bull. That's it for today. Keep it locked up for tomorrow's update. Smash the like, subscribe, drop a comment, and tap that notification bell for future videos. And I'll see you in the next one.